My name is Sarah Robertson. I'm Vice President of Corporate and Public Affairs at Environics Research, and I'm the lead for our energy, environment, and climate change practice. COP26 was successful in its time and place in terms of getting government and businesses on board to take the next steps. I'm not sure it trickled down very well to the public because these are very high-level expert, complex policy discussions that are taking place. And they're not paying attention to the same degree as some of those who are most engaged in these topics. The public is skeptical about the progress that we've made so far, which they feel is limited. So then they look forward to 2050 and think, well, that's going to be really hard to achieve if we're not making progress. This is where it comes back to looking for leadership and a sense of momentum, showing people that this is possible, because right now they don't actually believe that this is something that can be achieved in terms of cutting our emissions from transportation, from home energy use, or other sources. I think the thing that I would say about communication is to simplify it, to bring people along the road one step at a time, with that emphasis on hope and optimism and progress, and showing that change is possible. The public can either make this energy transformation that needs to happen in our society easier and faster, or harder and more difficult if they put the brakes on it. So we need to provide the public with the tools and the understanding of what's going to happen so they come along the road with us in the journey. It's challenging to make recommendations about climate change communications for a national audience when people look at these issues in different ways based on their underlying social values. So how they approach the world, their mindsets, their background, and just how they look at challenges. So it's helpful to understand what those social values are of different groups and mindsets so that you can communicate to them where they are at on the issues. Our clients can use this social values information to identify target audiences that they wish to speak to, but also what are the messages that are going to get across to people and make a difference in engaging them on these topics. I'm optimistic that we're at a turning point in this conversation, where in the past we had to convince people that climate change was real and was being caused by human activity. There seems to be enough of a consensus, maybe not everybody, there's still some people lagging, but enough of a consensus that we can move forward and focus our attention, both in the policy space and the research space, on what are the solutions. And if we put all our energy to bear on that, it's going to reap benefits, rather than what we've been doing over the past 10 to 20 years, which is just, is this a problem? We know it's a problem. Now we can turn our attention and our focus to the solutions.